So hey, good morning folks, and have you ever wanted to just get away from this cold winter? Well, today's that day, so I'm going to grab a coffee, we're going to head up to the airport, we're going to take a flight, and we're going to head out to Tenerife, where we're going to be taking a motorcycle for a couple of days and heading around the beautiful island of Tenerife. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, so we've reached our hotel. It was a short 4.5 hour journey from Manchester to Tenerife South Airport, and we're here to ride some bikes with Easyrider Tenerife. The airport's located about 6 kilometers from El Medano. We're actually in the El Medano Hotel, which is right on the beach. So I'll show you the view from the balcony and the room just in a minute. What I'm going to do at the end of the video is I'm going to put all the costs and list them down so you can see exactly what it's cost. So we've actually taken off from Manchester on the Friday. We're going to ride all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and then we're going to fly back on the Monday. So like I say, I'll list everything: the hire of the bike, the deposit, the flight, the hotel price, cost of food while we're here, everything. So basically it's a mini break. I've done it over a long weekend, but you could do it for a week. And then what we're about to do is we'll head up in a taxi to Easyrider. We're going to have a look through all of their motorcycles that they offer to rent and a little bit about the company. Then we're going to go out, and Adam's going to take me on one of his favourite routes around Tenerife for the day, so stay tuned for that. So let me show you the hotel room, and like I said, I'll list all the prices at the end of the video, including this room. This is the El Medano Hotel. It's right on the beach, right on the front. Okay, so typical hotel room. You have a bathroom with a bidet and a bath, shower, toilet and sink. And then coming through to the bedroom, we've got twin beds pushed together for a double. Nice picture on the wall there of them surfing on the beach just here. You've got double wardrobes, that's the entrance just there. And then you've got a nice desk unit and some drawers just here. But what I want to show you is the balcony, because this is pretty spectacular. So we're right on the beach, and this is my view out of my hotel just here. And then you've got a big balcony with 2 chairs and a table. So position wise it's great. Okay, so let's get our gear together now. One thing I did want to show you was the jacket that I'm wearing. With it being 20 to 25 degrees currently at the moment, I didn't want to come with a big heavy jacket, so I've just brought with me a nice mesh jacket from Merlin that I've just acquired. So I just want to test this out while I'm also in Tenerife, just see how it fares with the heat. Let me show you that. Okay, so we've got the Merlin Shenstone jacket. As you can see, this is a mesh, a text waxed cotton jacket. But it's got the mesh all the way up the sleeves, all the way up the front of the jacket, and then also on the rear of the jacket it's also mesh. Now it does come with D30 armour in the shoulders and the elbows, and also the back protector is made from D30 as well, so really comfy. I've worn that coming here today on the plane. It was nice and cool, not hot at all. It does have a liner that you can zip out, and it's a waterproof liner. I've actually taken that out, but I brought it with me just in case. And then I've got my Merlin Finlay summer gloves just here, and of course the HJC helmet. And I've also picked up my tinted visor with it being sunny. I want to say a big thank you to SP Connect for sending me over a new mount and phone case. I'll be using this on the bike while I'm here, and this is actually the chrome one. So what I'll do is I'll actually leave this with Adam at Easyrider. It might just fit nicely on one of his Harleys. Boots that I'm wearing while I'm here, these are also from Merlin. Okay, right, let's get all this gear together and head outside, jump in a cab, head off up to Easyrider to see Adam and the boys. Okay, so welcome to Easyrider Tenerife, and we're just here with Adam and Billy, his son. Adam's going to talk us through the motorcycles and how to rent them. So let's turn the camera around and we'll go straight to Adam. Okay, so welcome to Adam.
Hiya Nick, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you, mate?
Very well, mate, thank you.
Good, good. Thank you for inviting us, first of all, out to Easyrider Tenerife. It's been a wonderful journey so far, and I believe we're going to go out and do a bit of riding this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll take you out. We're going to take you over onto the vintage Harley run, show you what we would do if you was renting one of the Harleys out with us. And I believe you're going to take the new Motouk out with you.
I certainly am, yeah. I look forward to that. Let's have a look at what bikes you've got, Adam.
Okay, well, what we've tried to do is to make sure we've got a good collection, and the real sort of core of the business is to stick with naked and retro bikes. So we start with the Ducatis, which are probably one of the best rental bikes here. I think they've got everything that it needs for over here. They're good on the motorway, they're good on the mountain passes, they'll take you up and over the top, back down onto the fast roads. So they've really got everything that you really require to really get to grips with the roads over here, you know.
And these are your two most popular bikes?
Yeah, these two are the most popular. This is a 2021 Ducati, that's a 2018.
And these are
797 monsters. 803 cc they are. There's enough power. You don't need anything heavier than that really over here. They have everything that they need. We put a HPS Italian exhaust system on this one, so this is a nice loud, got plenty of pops and back end on it, and that one's a very standard bike, although we have had the suspension differed on these. What I find with the Ducatis, they can be very front heavy, and braking and whatnot, because they've got the Brembo braking systems on them, they are very, very good, but very sharp at the same time. So we've just adjusted this one so it's a little bit more easier to ride, whereas this one is a proper machine. You know, this will really get to grips with the corners.
And also one thing I notice about all of the classic bikes you have here, seat heights are not too high, so cater for all riders.
Try to stick, I mean, you've got to cater for everybody, and that's not easily done by, you know, getting different seat heights and lots of bikes. We're not a mass rental company, and we don't try to be. What our main objective is here as a business is to rent you a very, very top quality bike that you are assured that you're going to get on it and it's in showroom condition, and that's exactly what we're looking to do. Okay, so that's the Ducatis. We then looking at, you know, another part of the business. We want this classic and retro look with the bikes, and you can't do that without having a couple of Triumphs on the firm. Bobber 1200cc. This is a fantastic machine, but not always the best to be taking around the mountain passes, because, you know, it's a different style of ride. I think what Triumph tried to do here is to try and make the old kind of hard look, chopper kind of look with this bike. And it rides great, it's a lot of fun, it's got loads of power. Is it the best thing to be taking up over the mountain? For me, no. I think they're much more fun around the town. I find it's a very towny bike. Great on the motorway, you know, got loads of power, but lots and lots of twisties. This isn't the bike to be doing it on.
It's a good way if you're thinking of buying a Triumph Bobber to come and test ride one. Why not get some experience over a few days, whereas you know, the dealers, you just get an hour on these things. So
I mean, I love it. You know, I was brought up building choppers, making hardtails, and it's probably what appealed to me most with this. You know, it's got a lot of nostalgia in it for me, but it isn't the best popular rental bike that we've got. It's probably one of the least rented bikes, isn't it? Because I think it is an acquired taste, but it is a lot of fun, and if you do want to test drive one, why not do it in the sun? This is a T100 900cc. This is the carburetor model, so it's just before, I think it's a 2008, so it's the last of the carburetors before the electronic ones came out. And we've altered this. We've put a Uriel headlight on the front. We've got the old classic kind of look with that. We've got the old classic indicators on here. It's bog standard engine. It's just cosmetic. That's what we've changed, and we've gone for that cafe racer style with it. And to be fair, it really is popular. This was out, I think, twice this week. Yeah, it came back in yesterday. Everybody who takes it out loves it. Again, it's 900cc, so it's got enough power for the lanes. It's got enough power for the motorways. And it handles, it's a Triumph, you know, it's got everything about it, it's solid. There is a big difference between these bikes and some of the other retro bikes that are coming out, the quality of the Triumphs is still there. It always is there.
Yeah, I do love a Triumph, as many of my viewers know. But yeah, it was a real toss-up to me whether I rode that thing or the Moto Guzzi, which we're about to go on to. So.
Yeah, well, the Moto Guzzis, as we've got here, they're great for the all-rounders again. There's a difference in quality, certainly, between the Triumphs and the Moto Guzzis. Not much. I think they're very close, but Triumph, for me, have just got everything in the right place. When you get on it, you feel that you're on a really well-built bike. The Moto Guzzis, and I think you'll find out when you ride this, although they look really chunky from this angle, when you're sitting on them, they feel kind of thin. For me, they could have done with probably 1-inch bars and stuff on them and just making it feel as if they've got a bit more about them on the front end.
I noticed the tank on that, they're a bit more angular than the Triumphs, aren't they? Similar to like the...
It's kind of weird because the bike from this angle looks really wide, but when you're on it, they feel really thin.
And that engine, do you get a side-to-side movement when you row it?
See,
with it being a transverse twin?
Yeah, we bought the Moto Guzzis because I think, again, it's a bike that lots of people want to have a go on at least once in their life. So we invested into them for that reason, and they are the second most popular rented bike, which is why we've just invested into another one, which is the later model. This is the anniversary edition. But for me, the 750 was lacking that 100cc. The new one they've brought out is an 850cc. So Moto Guzzi have actually listened and gone, you know, that there's that loss of power. There's people mentioning that quite a lot. And they've brought the 850 out, and the 850 is perfect.
What I like about these bikes is they're similarly priced to the T100 from Triumph. Similar
brackets
power as well.
Very, very different, you know, style of ride. You know, that you do get that shake, like you say, when you start up, and on the motorway, it can feel like the engine's kind of growling a bit, you know, when you open it up. But then it smooths out, and they've got loads of power, you know, they can really go. But if you're single riding, the 750 is not a problem. But if you're pillion riding, you want to take the 850. Yeah. And they are good. They're comfy for twos up as well. Plenty of room on the seats. Handle two people well. The other bikes, of course, Ducatis, you know, I think you take your life in your own hands. I wouldn't like to be on the back of one of them. But then again, you know, probably not many people would like me on the back of anything. So the Triumphs, obviously single-seater. We can take the back seat off this one, so that can be a twos-up bike. But these are perfect for pillions. They really got the power to take you, and everybody's comfortable at the same time. Royal Enfield. So this is a Royal Enfield little collection. Interceptor 650. I keep saying this. These are a lot of bike for the money, you know. For the price bracket on these, which is $3 or $4 grand cheaper than the Moto Guzzis and the Triumphs.
They're about 6,300 in the UK market currently. Real bargain.
They are fantastic for that, but there is definitely a difference in quality and build. There's just that, dare I say, the Royal Enfield owners will hate me for it, but there's a cheapness to the bike. You know that when you get on it. And if you don't think that, come down and see me, take out a Triumph, take out a Moto Guzzi, and take out an Enfield, and you will notice it.
I rode the Interceptor last summer, actually, just before I took out the T100.
Yeah.
And I could feel the difference. Like you say, it just feels...
It's a great bike, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And of course, you know, you're looking at, nearly $2.5 grand cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, so you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you do, You do get what you pay for. There's nothing at all wrong with them. You know, they are a fantastic bike, but there is a difference in quality, that's all.
Yeah, you got the right model as well with the chrome tank.
Fantastic, yeah, this is a great model. Gets very popular rental. Now that the English market's opened up for us with the pandemic, we seem to be getting a lot more interest in the Royal Enfields as a whole. So I think there's definitely a big interest in the Royal Enfields from the UK. It originally was a British brand. It's Leicester design now and Indian built, isn't it? So, but no, good, easy to get parts for. You know, don't have any problem getting parts with these. So if you're thinking about getting one,
Question on BSA. I see BSA are coming back, meant to be this year. You fancy one of those in the fleet too?
Yeah, I'd like to. I think first of all, there is problems with us here, and that is getting parts. So before we'll go dipping our toe into anything like that first, we need to make sure that there's no problems with the bikes when they first come out. I mean, you know yourself, you can buy stuff straight off the line, and then there's all manner of problems that they have to have the recalls. And if you get a recall over here, it's just not simple. You know, it can be quite difficult. Which is the same as parts. I mean, we was talking earlier, and we talked about the Motouk, and this was dropped quite badly. A lot of damage done to this bike. It took us 6 weeks to get the bike back on the road. Yeah. And for silly things like levers, you can't get them here, you know.
Why you took a deposit?
This is why we take deposits. The way the deposits work is we'll take a deposit off you between 900 and 1,200 euros. That's held on a card. It's not taken, it's held. On the return of the bike in the same condition, then that is returned immediately to your card. If the bike is dropped and damaged, what we do is to hold the deposit, get the bike repaired. We don't make money on it. We send you the actual bills and what's left of that security deposit. So we have a garage up the road, Biker Zone. They do all of the repairs for us. We'll get that done and send it to you. For us, just don't drop the bike. It's just too expensive for us. Well, you have to have a minimum of 2 years full license with us. We prefer you to kind of be a rider, have a bike at home, not coming over here to kind of relive your experiences and, you know, relive a dream. Let's say that, you know, you used to ride 20 years ago. We want you to be current riders. We want you to be experienced, and we want you to have the best adventure with us over here and on one of our bikes. Right, we charge 140 for the day in euros. That covers your insurance, that covers your helmet, your jackets, gloves, the bike itself. You pick the bike up, you have the bike for 24 hours. What we do like to say is, if you're going to go out on the bike, you're going to have a great day out, you're going to come back at 8 o'clock, we're still here and we're open. So if you'd rather bring us the bike back on the evening, rather than let it sit outside a hotel or in a not very good parking space or whatnot, just bring us the bike back early. It's not a problem for us. Basically, you just need to turn up. Okay, we will take it from there. You don't need anything unless you're planning on going and taking a bike for a long period and you want to bring waterproofs or you want to bring boots and stuff like that. That's totally up to you. Over here, weather-wise, up the mountain, it can be quite wet and cold sometimes, so you have to be dressed for that. You can be surprised in that people think that the whole island is just full of sun. No, it isn't. It can be snowing up there. You know, so we are going up something like 3,000 foot when we get to the top. So you have to be prepared for it. Up till about May, we can be riding in any type of weather. From about May up to August, you probably get away with just a lightweight jacket, but still, I always recommend armour, you know. Well, you know, when I was a kid, my granddad used to have a Velocette in his back garden, and it had the exact same seat as this. And we used to go around to my nan's house. I used to jump on the bike, and for the entirety that we was at my nan's, I would pretend I was playing motorbikes in the garden. And here I am, 40 odd years later, still playing with motorbikes, but and still with the same type of seat. This is why I bought it. So I bought that because of that saddle. And this is such a fun, fantastic little bike. It has no power whatsoever. It's a single cylinder, 500cc, and with me on it, that struggles, right? But it is such good fun. You will have an amazing time on that bike. If you want to come over, get away from the beach for the day, and you ride a bike, come and jump on that, take it round a volcano, and that is a memory that you will treasure for the rest of your life.
Right, now on to your classic Harley collection, Adam. What have we got here?
What we've got here, this is a kind of a daily rental Harley. So we do let this out on its own on daily rentals. That's a 1200 Sportster. Ideal for pillions, yeah? Lots of people like to take this, especially when they come with a passenger, because they feel a lot safer on the back, you know, and they can kind of rest and relax. It's a great Harley. It's a 1200. It's got everything you want. If you've not ridden a Harley before and you're thinking about getting one, you want to see what they like, then this is the ideal way to do it, because Harley Davidsons are a lot different ride and you have to get used to them. There's a lot more technology on the bikes now, but really, you know, if you're used to riding Japs or British, you know, we can kind of pull the clutch in, you can knock it down 2 or 3 gears, let it out, let it scream. You do that on a Harley Davidson, you're going to lock the back wheel up and it's going to throw you off.
Okay. And are these the bikes you normally do guided tours on?
These are what we do the guided tours on. So this is like the rental, which kind of is a fleet bike. These now, we're doing a vintage Harley Davidson tour, which is a 4-hour tour, which you can come out on. It's expensive, it's £200, €200, sorry, to come and take one of the Harleys out. But we go up over the mountain, we have dinner up there, and then we come back down. This is a classic Springer. This is a 1998 model. It's the carburetor. It's before they changed Evo engine. We've just rebuilt that. It's a classic Springer model. Great bike, sounds fantastic. I think we'll get Billy to start that up for us so you can actually have a start up on this one. Completely rebuilt, engine overhauled. Great way to ride a classic Harley. Give it some bills and we'll have a listen to that. But it's very loud, so bring your earbuds if you want that one. All right. Turn it off. Yeah, very loud, as you can see. So you need your earbuds, fishtail pipes, classic bike, classic way to ride around a Volcano. Again, this side of the business is really about building memories, you know. There's not very often you're going to get your chance to ride around a Volcano. When you go up there, and I'll take you up there today, you'll see it's amazing scenery. You're riding through the planet of the apes, you know, it's incredible up there. Or we could do it on the Electroglide. This is Harley Davidson 1980 Shovelhead. This is actually about to get rebuilt. So we've done this one first. This is going into the workshop on Monday. We've just had we've just had a gearbox sent over to us from the States. That's got a gearbox problem, so that's getting repaired. The bike's going to get repainted, rebuilt. All the bits and pieces that are a little bit ugly on it are going to get updated, and that's going to be ready to go out on tour. Excellent. And this is my beast. This is my pride and joy. The new Milwaukee 114 Road Glide. Almost a 2-litre engine in that. Fantastic. What can I say about it? You know, the only thing I can say about it is it's just incredible to ride. It really is. It's got the radio on. I find myself now listening to everything and anything while I'm on the road. I can't believe I'm doing it, but I do it and I love it. Yeah, even my own podcast, yeah. Well, the podcasts, that's why I started doing them, is because you find yourself messing about with the radio too much, trying to find what you want to listen to, and it can be quite dangerous, you know. So I thought, well, what I'm going to do is Ride Time Radio, where you can plug in, turn it up, sit back, and you've got all the best tunes playing. Excellent. Okay.
So I see you've advertised the Volcano Hunt, is it?
Yeah, the Volcano Hunt is our show that we're doing this year. So we're taking, it's a bike meet. We've got over 250 registered riders now for that. We're going up over the Tadey. We have a venue at the top where we stop in for refreshments, and then we come back down to a venue where I'll probably take you to this afternoon, which is the Moonshine Brew House, where we'll have bands. We've got a bike show on there, which will have 5 categories for classics, retro, race bikes, Harleys, and best of show. So that will be going on there. There's prize money, sponsored by a lot of the local businesses, and it should be a great day, and hopefully we're going to turn that into an annual event.
And when is that in April?
17th of April, which is Easter Sunday. Okay. So if you are planning on being over here at that time, book early if you want a bike, because most of the bikes will be getting booked out for it. We're looking at about, I think it's about 6 weeks' time. I think 5 or 6 weeks left before that.
Okay, so thanks, Adam, for all that information.
Not a problem at all, mate.
The hotel that I'm staying at is in El Medano, which is about probably 5 kilometres from here.
Yeah.
It's quite local, it's a really nice hotel. I did pay a little bit extra to get a nice hotel, but it's not just the only place people can stay. There are lots of places around here as well, so perhaps you can let us know.
Yeah, I mean, El Medano, where you're staying, it's very Spanish down there. You're right on the beach. It's a great location. And that's probably about 10 euros in a taxi to get here from there. We are also really close to the Golf del Sur, so it's probably even closer, and that's very English down there. You know, lots of holiday makers, very nice area. You get your English breakfast down there, you can come out on a ride. That's probably about a fiver in a taxi, you know, five euros to get here from there. But we do a pickup service, and that's available on the website. A lot of people say about rate cards on the website. The bikes start from 140, and we have various different discounts available through the year. We also do a return member discount, which you'll get through email once you've been out on a bike with us. So you do get an extra discount then as a member. So I don't do a rate card because I don't know what you want, you know. There could be a rate card for everything. So I know people kind of go, you know, why don't you put the price on the website? They are on the website. Build a booking. It's not going to ask you to pay for it. It's going to tot it up in the cart, and then it will tell you and apply the discounts that are available.
So if I was to bring a group, say 4 or 5 riders out, Adam, would we do a special rate?
Do a provisional booking online, and then get in touch with me. Don't pay anything, because if you're bringing a group out, I will look after you and we'll add some further discounts for you. If I've got good riders, I would rather the bikes be out with a group of good riders who are going to look after the bikes, and I'll apply discounts for that because it makes sense to do so. So just get in touch with me.
Sounds good. Right, thanks very much, Adam. Thanks,
No
Billy,
problem.
for all the information you've given us.
That's okay. Thank you very much for coming over, Nick.
What we'll do now, we'll get kitted up and we'll go out for a ride, and you can show me this volcano everyone's talking about.
Can you keep up? That's the thing.
I think I can. So a little bit of cloud over the mountain today, which is pretty standard. I think Mount Teide is the highest point in Spain, all of Spain. And Adam's going to take me now on his route that he takes people on tours up Mount Teide, so I look forward to that. Just going to do a little bit of motorway just to get to the road. So we'll close the visor. The road is very easy to navigate. Just got to remember to ride on the right hand side and not the left. And I must say a huge thanks to Adam for the introduction to Easyrider Tenerife. It's been an absolute pleasure to come over so far, and I'm looking forward to this ride and also a lot of riding tomorrow. So we're going to head up towards the east side of the island tomorrow, and then to the north coast. So I'm just going to head and fill up with fuel, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome to the ride section. So we're on the Motouk, the V7 Stone, the new 850cc version. And then Adam's on his Harley in front. Now we're just heading up the volcano. So what we're on at the moment is the volcano, Mount Teide. We just had a nice coffee stop on the way up. You can see the top just up there. The scenery is just spectacular. Such a diverse island. You've got one side of the island that's quite barren, and then the north side is quite green. Corona Forest. Lots of pine trees and all the volcanic rock you see at the side of the road just here. So this is on Adam's tour that he does when he takes people out, and I can see why people like it. Spectacular, absolutely beautiful. A little bit easier for me to get around these corners than Adam on his Harley. But beautiful, beautiful twisties. You've got the road surface is perfect, absolutely perfect for riding. I would say a rider's paradise, Tenerife. But I'm sure the other Canary Islands are as good as well. But this is my first time riding in Tenerife, and yeah, beautiful. Okay, we're down to 16 degrees, so we've gone from about 24 degrees down at the coast to about 16, and I expect this to drop to about 13 degrees right up the top there. A few cyclists about. Good luck to them trying to get up this mountain. So yeah, if you're thinking about a nice getaway to some warmer weather in the winter or even in the summer, then I would highly recommend coming and joining Adam and the boys, rent a bike or go on one of the tours. Wow, look at the views over there to the left. Spectacular, absolutely stunning. What an island. Just look at the volcanic rock just here at the side of the road. What an awesome place. Has to be on my the top of my top 10 list for places to go and ride, and I've not even scratched the surface of it really. I think if you were coming out here, highly recommend, if you can get the time, to come out for a week. Adam was telling me just that the volcano went off about 100 years ago, and it's still an active volcano. But it's amazing how things recover after a volcano erupts. Very lucky to be out here, guys, and it wouldn't be without the help of Easyrider Tenerife, so thank you very much again. They kindly loaned me this bike for the trip. But like I said at the end of the video, I'll be putting the costs for the trip up so that you know every detail before heading out here. There's really plenty of flights into Tenerife South Airport, and I even saw the flights as cheap as £35 each way, which you can't beat really. I keep hitting pockets of warm and cold air as we go up the mountain. We've just risen actually 5 degrees, and then it goes colder again, but absolutely perfect. If you are coming out here, I recommend to come out in either a jacket similar to what the Merlin Shenstone one is that I'm wearing currently. If you can get hold of a mesh jacket, they're more suited for this kind of riding. Plenty of ventilation. Also, the price of fuel is a little bit less here as well than England. When I left, it was at £1.71 per litre, and here you're paying about £1.35 per litre. In the next video I'll be covering more about the island, and we'll be going out on our own for a ride. But it's nice of Adam to take me up Teide and show me the volcano. So I hope you're liking the video so far. Stay tuned, we're going to do the next video on the island, a different route, by myself, and then what we're going to do is also I'll do a review on the Motouk V7 Stone, the new 850 version, on a separate video after that. So if you're wondering, the road is the TF38 that we're on just now, and we're high above the clouds just now. If you have a look over to my right, you'll see the clouds below us. 1,800 meters we're up so far, so we're way above the clouds. In the distance there, hanging over the sea. And just look at that landscape. Wow. Amazing. There'll be lots of amazing and wows in the videos, because that's what it is. Well, there's the peak of the volcano. A little bit of snow on the top still. Look at that landscape. Did you ever see such a landscape as that? Unbelievable. Stunning, absolutely beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Top of the volcano over to the left just there.